This one's for you, Adam.
Gather round and listen to a tale of brave souls, big and small, where they go on adventures, where they may trip but never fall. Trials, triumphs, and doing their best. Join us, friends, on a stumble quest. Last time on Stumble Quest.
So, while examining the remains of the Wanderer's quaint little home, you notice rather quickly the vague etchings on the floor tiles. Upon examining them further, they seem to form some kind of a frame, with the corners of said frame bearing some kind of symbols.
So this has to be a pretty goddamn big discovery for art specifically, because this seems to be like this is actual writings from what is essentially your fucking deity. Yeah.
We found Jesus' journal.
Like, awestruck. Yeah, we literally found Jesus' journal as far as he's concerned.
At the very bottom of the box, now exposed after having rooted around with all the other papers and such, is a square-shaped stone with a familiar etching on it, just like the ones you just saw on the papers.
Okay. Then I think we need to go to the High Cleric's chambers. I don't think what we need to find is in the library.
I'm gonna shovel the stuff back in the box. So I'm not carrying random papers.
Oh, I was like, Art, grabby hand, insists on keeping box.
No, I'm not giving it to you.
Why?
Because I'm not giving this to you. This is what I'm here for. I need to study this.
I also need to study it.
Well, we will study it together.
Conflict.
Fine. Yeah.
Conflict resolved, apparently.
When we left off, you guys had hacked a desk, opened the resulting box, and read what essentially equates to Jesus's diary.
Yes. Riveting stuff.
And found a bunch of notes and like an old rune, yada yada.
Yeah, we found a bunch of shit.
You know, whatever.
Who cares? Oh, if we check out the rest of the temple, Jeph, do we find anything in note? Or was that the thing to find in here?
I mean, that's pretty much the only thing that's of any worth. Everything else is just dusty old shitty furniture.
Cool.
Wow.
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I mean, it helped that you thought to use the rods as a magical dowsing rod.
Yeah.
That really sped the process along.
Yeah. And I talked to God about it. Got some magical dowsing rods. We're good.
Yeah.
Are we ditching this place?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
This shitty place?
We're pissing off.
Okay.
In a much more in character way. Yeah, I think we can move on.
Okay.
The map changed.
Wow, that's a we're really far away.
I mean, you know, it is what it is. So yeah. That's the region. You guys are very far south of the main city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we'll make it in while there's still chit-chatting out there.
I think Brix will take this opportunity to show, at the very least, Art and Scarlett the maps, the little hand-drawn maps she's made.
Oh, yeah.
So y'all know where shit is.
Yeah, so
which
we
I think is
can.
important.
I guess on the way back or before we leave the temple, we can sit down and pore over the maps a little bit.
Didn't we go over the fact that there was clearly much more attention put into the drawings of valuables?
Yes, but Art didn't notice. Art didn't notice.
Those are just Brix is just making notes of where like pillars and shit are.
Art believed her when she said that.
Yes.
Oh right, yeah.
We did do a deception roll for
Right.
that.
That's right.
He did believe
that's
her.
right.
I do remember that.
That was the session where I kept rolling 20s. Fuck, I wasted that shit so hard.
Yeah. So let's get making our way downtown.
Walking fast.
Faces past and we're homebound. Yeah. Oh, I'm very. I think I've said this before, but I'm very like real life nervous about this, which is what makes me very sure we should be doing it.
Right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That's the
looking forward to
spirit.
seeing what happens.
I look
So-
forward to when I inevitably start failing rolls, because
Yep.
that's who I am.
Remember that I don't have any move silently points.
You have a nice, exhausting walk back
Yeah, that's true.
towards the Grand Plaza,
Gross.
being that A, you're very far away, and B, it's hot as fucking balls
Yeah.
outside.
I forgot
Brix has
about the
already
hot as
climbed up
balls
on Art's
part.
shoulders. Like, there's no way she's walking in this
Oh,
bullshit.
and then she's just like a hot cat,
Yep.
and he's just like,
Disgusting.
he was fine with the heat, and now he's like sweating just because there's a goddamn cat. Cats are
Yeah,
so warm.
yeah. Warm ass fucking cat on you.
Yeah.
So as a refresher, since it's been a little bit, you had a big window of time to sneak in because there were the large groups that had all spread out and dispersed to the edges of the cities, and they were going to start heading back at around noon. You guys got to the temple at, I want to say, really early in the morning. So maybe by the time you get back to the Grand Plaza, it's at most like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Sweet.
You still have a couple hours before they even start heading back. So that'll take a good amount of time for them to even make it back. And then there's more ceremony stuff as well.
Yeah. So and we had said as well, I really want to clarify this part because this is going to be key to our going in there. Specifically, the High Cleric is going to be speaking when they get back to the plaza, in the
Mhm.
plaza, as far as Art is aware.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's what's meant to happen.
That is what's
That's
meant to
like
happen.
This, yeah, that's part
I
of
don't
the
like
whole
the fact that the
ceremony.
DM said that's
Yeah.
what's meant to happen.
That's ominous.
Yeah, that was
Me
good.
neither, but we are going
always
on
good.
like
It's not ominous, it's ambiguous.
yes.
It's ominous.
To be fair, this is
Ambiguous.
information that we're getting from Art's knowledge of these events.
Mm.
So if things have changed in the last 15 years, he could be wrong, but it's the best guess we've got, and we have to act on it, because if we wait to find out, then we won't have time to act on it.
Absolutely
So-
not.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we cannot confirm nor deny, which is what makes me really just love this mission.
What's the problem?
I don't see the problem.
It's fine.
Let's go in. Let's go into the Grand Cathedral of Habaste and not die, probably.
Or steal anything.
Hopefully. Also, again, Art will implore on the way over that we please do not kill anyone.
Yeah. I mean, Knack, if things got to a fight, I would have used non-lethal damage. Anyway.
Yeah. But he is, specifically because even though he has not sought them out, there are still people that he knows here and, like, that he grew up with here. Like, he cannot reckon with the idea of actually having to kill someone.
Or be
I don't
associated with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when we were dealing with people that Oswalt knew, you were like totally fine with throwing them in jail and stuff. And possible murder. I mean, murder was implied at one point.
If you get caught at all, would that make
Murder
you like
was
a
implied.
terrorist?
I don't think that Oswalt minded those consequences.
Oswald. I don't know if he'd say it out loud, but no, I don't think he cared about any of that. I think he enjoyed it. I do want to point out, though, when you do say, like, just a reminder, don't kill anybody, Oswald doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I figured, but
Well, where did this
I
come
want
from?
to make
Where
it
did
clear where Art
Where
stands
does
on
this
this.
side of you come from? You used to be such a sweet boy.
Did he?
You used to come over and manicure my lawn, and I would give you
Oswald was
lemon
such a
bars.
sweet boy.
What
Listen.
happened to the lemon bar boy?
It's not.
The fuck?
He's.
I'm freaked out.
Lemon bar boy.
No. I mean,
Come back to me, please.
he's not staying silent in that he's not interested in a bloodbath or anything, but he's aware of what's going to happen to him if people in this place ever find out, and he's not making any promises because he will defend himself if he has
But
to.
if you murder,
So no bloodbath,
if you
but
murder somebody,
there is a chance of blood
if
showers.
you murder anybody, you have to acknowledge that would forever ruin your friend's reputation as well.
Yeah.
But
I like how sometimes the party really cares, and sometimes they don't care at all.
Again, he just didn't say anything. He's not.
Yeah.
I'm just
He's
saying.
not being like, oh, I'm gonna go in there and kill everybody. This isn't a premeditated, but he knows that. Also, I'm not sure if Oswalt has the capacity to make non-lethal necrotic damage.
Also, the problem is that I'm just a fucking
Yeah.
wrecking ball when it comes to this shit, and
Maybe leave the
So-
maybe leave the machete at the tavern there, bud.
the machete is the least lethal thing I'm capable.
I was
of.
about to say,
Yeah.
use the machete, but leave the scabbard on or something.
Yeah, hitting people with the flat end of my machete is about all I can do that doesn't kill
Alright,
people.
well,
Yeah.
just do your
Honestly,
best, bud.
stabbing them with the machete is probably one of the only things you can do and not kill
Just keep
someone.
Yeah.
in mind.
Listen.
You know?
I'm just gonna say, from a player perspective, I have no intentions on trying to kill anybody.
No.
But if somebody's just like, he's a necromancer and I have him, we're gonna do a negative energy burst to get the motherfucker off me. Like, you know
Yeah,
what
no, and
You gonna come in like a necro ball? It
Yeah.
came in like a necro ball.
I'm not gonna acknowledge anything you just said.
I am. That was wonderful.
Listen, I've had a lot of caffeine this morning, and I think it shows.
So that's it. I didn't want to make a big deal about it. I just wanted to point out,
Yeah.
Oswalt doesn't really say anything when you said, I don't want you to kill it. Like, remember, don't kill
Yeah.
anybody. It's not a big
Yeah.
deal. Just pointing it out.
I
Yeah.
can't say I'll try, but I'll try to try. Besides, killing kind of
And-
isn't really my thing,
Yeah.
but I can't guarantee that I won't steal something.
All right, so we've all got our vices, clearly.
Yeah. To be fair, we are going into a building to steal a bunch of shit, so Art can't really say
Yeah.
anything about that.
Yeah.
No.
So pick
Yeah.
the goldest, shiniest, most expensive looking thing, because you get one, apparently.
Oh, just one. This is like going to the toy store with your mom.
How much more could you possibly carry?
How many toy stores have you
You'd
been
be
with your mom?
surprised.
Been to
He
with your mom?
knows that the shit in there is big, too, so he's not that concerned.
It's just Brix trying to drag a whole altar
Like,
back.
I was gonna say, like, a full, like, candelabra.
Like the guy
She's
who
trying to
looks
like tuck it into her cape, and it just keeps
Yeah, the
poking
guy
out
who
each
stole
the guy,
side.
Sorry.
yeah, like the guy who stormed the Capitol and left with the entire podium.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That picture, but it's Brix. Dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stupid.
Awesome.
But yeah, just like that.
Just like that.
Okay, so real quick, where are you guys infiltrating from? Like, are you guys going to the Grand Plaza right now, or are you going to some other place
Can I
around the
I
cathedral?
need to know where the plant is, and I need to be next to another plant to be able to do that.
I mean, I would say Brix took pretty accurate notes. So she would have drawn the whole like left exterior of the building and then all the shit she saw inside. It may not be like perfectly to scale, but you should get like a pretty good idea of where that little plant was.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so I'm thinking, if I am drawing here, we come around somewhere like this side.
I don't see it. Oh,
Oh,
there it is.
Oh,
And there's some little trees right here.
Mhm.
And then the plant's like right here. And hopefully that's not too much distance.
I don't have a limit for distance.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
that
just need
seems
to know.
Okay, so for people who aren't looking at a map, because this is a podcast and an audio medium and not visual at all.
take out your Dakota rings and start looking at the maps that you found in your box of Ovaltine or whatever.
God, I wish we could
Well,
actually do shit
God,
like
I
that would be
That
so
would be so
fucking
good.
rad.
So we're talking about coming up kind of the left side of the cathedral grounds, the west side of the cathedral grounds, and infiltrating the gate potentially, or hopping over it. How tall are the walls? Pretty tall. People would notice.
Yeah.
People would notice.
Really tall.
Yeah. I mean, not only are the walls themselves pretty tall, I don't know if Brix shared this information with the party. Probably.
I would assume so.
But there were people stationed up on the battlements.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. It doesn't have to be. I don't have a distance limit. I just need a plant. Like, it doesn't have to be near. We can just find a plant outside.
Knack can plant Knack has one more qual token where I can instantly sprout an oak tree. And I wanted to do one here anyway, if we ever needed to quick travel back to London.
Okay, so could we maybe...
Yeah, could we put it somewhere a little inconspicuous, not right next to the temple?
Put it by the
the
stables, and then just fast travel to the stables when we're done.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
So Knack is going to relay this to the group. That's a Knackly thing I can do. Okay, well, Knack says...
Okay.
Can you take us with you when you transport through plants? If we all hold hands.
Yes.
Knack pulls out a qual token
And says, I have one of these left. If I plant this at the stables, we can use it for a quick getaway.
Yes, that would be perfect. I need a plant of entry and one of exit. And
there might be some around the temple. So I think that we have that covered. But I will need to go to the stables now and plant this.
Well, I mean, we should all go to the stables.
We all
then.
have to go. Yeah, if I have to bring you, we all have to go.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. That's awesome. Oh.
Well, we're on the way
Jogs
back
off.
anyways, I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. To the stables.
So you guys are...
Yeah. Okay. This lady is just gonna have a tree there now.
I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world.
It's not. There's so much like
She's not
empty
gonna have to
space
water
around
it, is she?
too.
No, it's a magical tree. I'm pretty sure it can grow in any environment.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be pretty fucking useless if you had
to maintain
make
it.
sure
yeah.
a magical tree grew
You can
normally.
make it grow on just about any surface, I believe. I should have put one on the boat, honestly. Because we
the
have
boat
to
would've been the
walk
best
back
spot,
through
but
the
we
desert.
can get another one for the boat.
God damn it! Although I only have one, so I guess...
Yeah, we would need another token anyway. So next time you get a token, we'll put it on the
Yeah,
boat.
I'm probably not going to be able to buy any here.
I was after we had all these questions, I was wondering why I had two abilities that both did the same thing, and it's because of that. One of them doesn't have limitations for distance and stuff, but you can do it super sparingly,
via plans,
and you can do the other one.
Homebrew thing. The
Ah.
transport.
It's from a supplement somewheres. It was specifically for like fey creatures.
Yeah. And
yeah.
the issue is that it doesn't have a distance, but you can't do it
As much.
Also,
basically.
thank you for the underhanded, subtle information about Scarlet.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's like we all know.
I
that
didn't
Scarlet's...
say what Scarlet was. I just said that the ability
Yeah.
was from a supplement for fey creatures.
I know, but I love that we've never in character like Scarlet fucking came out as like a whole ass different like person, and we were just like, oh yeah. Like we've never broached the idea.
I know.
Of like that. They're obviously not human at all.
They're so fucking weird, and nobody ever questions it. It's
To
pretty
be
great.
fair, Scarlet
fine.
showing up as like with a whole other body, is that really any weirder than a guy that can make owlbear corpses
Nah.
appear and a giant bug man that rides around on a
I would
fucking,
argue, yeah.
I don't know.
Holy badger.
Yeah, on a fucking
Well,
badger covered in fucking metal spikes and shit. And a talking cat.
The
Really?
talking cat
No.
is equally as weird, I think. Which we have also not done our due diligence in questioning. Partly because the talking cat is not very cooperative.
Well, to be fair, she answers the questions honestly. You just sort of shrug your shoulders with her stupid bullshit answers.
Yeah, she just literally does not have the context to give us a better answer, even though she has a universe of context, but it doesn't matter.
No. Anyway, we're getting off topic.
We are.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Anyway, let's go fuck some shit up.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I say in the most out of character way possible.
We're gonna go to the stables and plant a tree in the backyard. Maybe we should ask if that's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna ask permission from this.
How the
Lizelle.
fuck do you just
From this-
ask if you can plant a tree on someone's property? We could lie.
Or do we
could
just
say that
not
we're, like,
do it?
part of- Why don't we all dress up like druids and be like, we're like trying to bring the nature back to the world and like.
No. We get Scarlett to say that he's going to do it so that he can come visit her or whatever, and then not. But, you know.
No, not.
Please.
We can't reveal.
I don't want
it's
to be
like-
that nasty and sleazy.
No, but okay. But what if you say, like, here's something to remember me by?
Oh.
You could do that.
That's better.
Or
That's less
we could be.
dirtbaggery.
You guys, I cannot believe that you are using the fact that I dicked this woman down to
dicked
make
her down?
excuses for.
Listen,
dicked her down.
Like
Fine.
you do
This
you.
is not. This is too far away from her fucking stable to even be her grounds anymore.
What,
Look at
the
that.
mark on the map?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that was just a suggestion.
That was just a
Yeah, that's like-
suggestion. It's just a nice
That's like
open plot.
empty space. It's
Okay,
not hers.
then let's just put it in empty space. Screw her.
Yeah.
Don't talk to her. I know you seem uncomfortable with the idea that you might have to talk to her
Or
again.
we could knock on the.
Yes, I do
I'm
not
fully
I-
comfortable with this being in character.
I don't want to give her any reason to like get attached and then get hurt.
We knock on the
okay?
door
I'm
and
not
say that
mean.
we're
All
part
right.
of the Druid Collective and we're here to.
Yeah, because they super love other
We could be
religions
like really,
here.
yeah. Wait. Shit.
Oh.
Fuck.
Yeah, you know what? We just plant a fucking tree. We just plant a weird ass tree.
Yeah, we had a whole thing with the guy that broke his leg not saying anything about his druid this or other, and you're just gonna start screaming that you're the druid.
Hello,
order.
I'm part of the Druid Collective. You're what?
Yeah.
They all
Zach,
show up
stop,
on
you're gonna
horses,
get in
but the
trouble.
horses have little sirens on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just planned the tree there. It's far away enough from everybody. I think
All
that's
right.
good.
We'll
Okay.
do it that way then.
And then you go to God jail forever.
We're not. Okay, no one's packed. No one's going to God jail. Okay.
All right. So I
Probably.
guess we're just
Hopefully,
we're
maybe.
not going to talk to anyone. We're just going to plant it and run.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
plant a tree and run like it's a
Alright.
crime.
And someone's gonna be like, "Oh, what the fuck is
Hey,
that?
there's one tree here.
What the fuck
We're
is
gonna cut
that?"
it down.
There's
we
a
need to
whole
like
ass
have
oak
somebody
tree.
here who knows what it's there for, so that nobody chops it down.
That's why we gotta talk to the stable hand lady.
Oh my god, here we go. My life flashing before my eyes.
Or
Aw,
alternatively, so that we throw the embarrassment back on Art, why don't we ask him to go get in touch with one of his old boyos and plant it near his house?
Jeph, do you know anybody who lives in this area?
Everyone. I think Art can say everyone that I know when they lived in the church. I don't really. We could talk to someone in the church. I don't think that's gonna go very well.
All right. Knack is at the stables, going inside. Knack enters the stables, and he's got his cloak
He's
around
fine.
him, and he timidly walks up
Ah,
to the
shit.
counter.
Hello.
Oh my god.
Can I help you?
Greetings, my name is Knack too, and I am a druid from the Glades of Bell, off on a world journey to experience culture and to bring nature to the world.
And he casts a little prestidigitation spell to make little like flowers appear, little cute flowers.
This is so fucking suspicious.
She's staring at you wide-eyed.
Sorry.
Like,
Knack kind of hungers down. He says,
you're what?
Okay.
I have come to you today because I appreciate all the work you do for these animals, and I was wondering if it was possible for me to plant a tree on your property. Yeah, I promise it won't get in the way. It's just a tree.
Can you roll a diplomacy for me? No.
I got a really good roll.
Okay.
Ooh.
I got 20.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Okay. Continue.
I promise this. It's an oath.
It's very suspicious. You need a good excuse, but
I'm planting. I'm going around the world to learn about different cultures and plant trees as I go. And I just wanted to see if I could plant one on your property because you have such lovely animals. And I as a druid, I appreciate the care that you put into keeping all these animals safe and fed.
I see. If you wouldn't mind waiting outside for a little bit, I just remembered I have something to
You're
do.
about to be
Okay,
reported
I'm
to the
gonna
secret
run
police.
Art is listening.
I'm gonna. Don't worry, I'm coming in.
I rolled
Hold
a
on.
I rolled a 1 on sense
I
motive.
got 28 on sense motive.
I'm gonna.
Okay, hold on.
She's gonna call the
Why?
cops.
I'm not a citizen.
Okay, so
do they have rules where you can't fucking? You can't. They
Probably.
I can't believe my
You
first
just
roll
said
was
that
a
you're a
fucking
druid.
Next being honest.
from another land.
Next
You're a
being
pagan.
honest.
That's how you get sent to God jail.
So your sense motive roll, as good as it was, gives you no indication that she's doing anything nefarious.
Well, maybe listen. Maybe,
Okay.
Maybe
Hold
this
on.
is genuine.
Sure. How long would you like me to wait?
I shouldn't be long if you could just stay right where you are.
I don't like
Just stay right outside the door.
I don't like this.
So I.
In fact, follow me outside real quickly.
With your hands like this.
Well,
I'm gonna.
Wait, yeah, we're
No,
outside.
well, he
so
walked into the stable.
Yeah, no, we're all outside.
Knack,
So
feeling
Scarlet-
Just-
confident-
they're gonna come
Knack
out and
feeling
we're all there
very
like
confident
it's hello.
in his explanation. That was terrible and rushed. It's like,
As they go
And it
to
comes
come
outside.
outside, Art's because Art's, I'm gonna say, has been using his like listen, like in.
Mhm.
He also is gonna like cover his face as they're coming outside and try and like move away and like shove Scarlet into the
don't say hi.
into like, you go say hi. I'm going like not here.
Now, this is a
Knack comes
problem.
outside,
You see,
and when he looks at you guys, he gives 2 thumbs up and nods.
no.
Okay, so she comes outside and sees this group of people all standing around and is kind of taken aback a little bit, but then just turns back to the door, locks the door, and is like, "Oh, hello again, you. Hi."
I'm glad you don't remember my name because I'm probably gonna get yours wrong.
Cool. Cool.
Hey.
Well,
Hmm.
I'm sorry. I have to go and do a thing.
Look, this guy here, as weird as he is, he's just weird, and he's my friend. And whatever he told you is probably wrong and
Knack looks at you,
terribly worded.
tilts his head.
So don't be alarmed. He's just not used to dealing with humans or elves or things that are not
Right.
a bug. So
Are you perhaps bluffing?
I mean, I mean this honestly, so I don't even know if it counts as a bluff. I'm just explaining.
Well, then diplomacy, I guess.
Yeah. I'm legitimately... I know what happened in there. I mean, Knack made no fucking sense, so...
It made sense. He just...
sense. It just wasn't.
Yeah, but he didn't give any proper explanation. Like, this is so weird. I get it. You just get some weird dude into your house and is like, hey, can I plant a tree outside and give a super...
He didn't even say that. He just said, bring nature to the world.
He did say, can I plant a tree?
He did ask if I could plant the tree.
Did he?
Yes.
On the property.
Oh,
It's
right,
gonna
yeah,
make
okay,
the
never mind,
property look
sorry.
all
11,
nice.
but my
It's gonna
diplomacy's
make
pretty good.
your property value go up.
23.
Provide some shade for the
Tree,
animals.
come on.
Lizelle gives you a very slow nod.
Uh-huh.
She's like, that's fine.
What did he say?
I will be right back. It's fine. I'll be right back.
Look, if you don't stop being weird, we're gonna have a problem.
Everything's fine. I'm not being weird. You're being weird. It's fine.
Okay, I grab her by the arm.
Jesus.
He's like,
Hey.
I wasn't being weird.
Help!
Calm down. Jeez.
I'm being harassed.
Do I have to diplomacy her again?
Why are you
She's freaking
accusing
out.
me of
Right?
being weird?
Are you serious?
Hold
This is
on.
your fault.
While
All right.
this is going on,
You guys create a problem and then push me in the way to try and fix it. This poor woman is horrified because you
you
look like
grabbed her
that and
arm.
you entered her house.
while this is going on, Oswalt is doing his best to make it look like he's either hard to spot or not part of the group or
Not
is in
part of the
somewhat
group.
hiding, but not hiding, but as in is trying to be non-noticeable.
Yeah, not like
Next.
visibly
So
part of the
I don't
situation.
know if
Yeah.
you want me to roll something for that, but I'm just letting you know that's what he's doing.
Next.
He's trying to quote-unquote disappear in plain sight.
I mean, yeah, I guess it would be a
right.
hide, but
I'll roll
like,
something.
it's not like the traditional type of hiding, I guess.
Yeah.
Knack looks at Scarlet and says,
This is insane. Of course she's
Everything's
scared.
going according to plan. I don't know why you're freaking out. Yes.
Is that what you think?
Is Art?
She's just
Art
gotta do a
is
thing.
stepping
She
in.
just said she's gotta do a thing, that's all.
Do you not understand that you're going to prison
Why would I go to
because of
prison?
this?
Knack looks genuinely offended.
Because you...
I just want to plant the tree.
I got an 11
Okay,
for
Art-
my hide roll.
You got a what, sorry?
Pathetic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Um,
I sure wish I still had that cloak.
Yeah,
that
I
I
bet
should-
you do, Butto.
Fuck.
Knack's confident in his diplomacy role and his sense motive.
You're not really that positive as to whether or not you're noticeably part of these shenanigans, Oswald. But I mean, she's not looking at you.
Okay,
So.
I'll take it.
Scarlet, just trust me.
You know what? You know
I
what?
got a good feeling about this.
Whatever.
She
Whatever.
tries to pull her arm away from you.
Whatever. I let go.
You guys go.
Whatever.
You guys
Whatever.
go to the. Hey,
Go.
hey.
Whatever.
You guys go.
She is
Whatever.
running away
Knack
from you
looks
now.
at the
Whatever.
group.
Goodbye.
Knack looks at the
Gone.
group and says-
Goodbye.
Fuck.
Knack
Plant
looks
the
at the
tree.
group and says,
Go to the. Just go. Everything's fine. I've got this.
You have to plant
Knack.
the tree. For us to go, you have to plant the tree.
Now, but she said she's gonna be right back.
This whole plan has not
Yes,
started, and
now.
already somebody's gonna go
No
report it
one's
to the
getting
police.
reported
Do
to
you
the
understand that?
police. Listen.
Yeah, absolutely,
No.
we are. I wanna.
Yes.
I wanna chase her,
Don't
but I know
chase
it's
her.
a
She's
bad
just
idea.
doing a thing. She's just doing a thing. She said
You know,
she'll be right back.
I really,
You guys go.
really,
Go to the. Go do the thing. I'll catch up.
Plant the tree, Knack. Plant the tree.
I could shoot her with my crossbow.
No,
Don't
shoot
hurt her.
Crossbow, Knack. Plant the tree and then disappear.
Knack hops the fence into the little animal area.
And area.
Finds a nice place with a lot of sunlight, and he
It's pretty easy.
he squats
Yeah,
down
everywhere.
to the ground and digs a little hole, takes the little clay token, and puts it in the ground, gives a little pat, and then covers it over, and begins waving his hands around in the air with his eyes closed, and then he makes a sweeping motion like he's trying to pull something up from the ground with I don't know, magic, and a humongous oak tree immediately erupts from the ground. A huge, healthy, full-grown oak tree.
If a projectile were to be coming at you right now, of some kind, would a 17 hit you?
Someone's shooting me?
Yeah.
What kind of projectile?
Yes, it hits. Yeah,
Hold on.
Hypothetical, right? Just like
it
it's a
hits
giggle.
me.
Let's see.
Okay. Well, after you finish raising the tree from the ground, one of the camels in the
I thought it was gonna be
the stables
I thought it was gonna be
spits
lava
at you and
spit or
hits you right in the face.
Thank God Fuck, I thought that was going to be so much worse. Okay.
Jeph is literally making
trying to keep
Jeph
you on your
is literally
toes.
making everything about this so suspicious. There's nothing suspicious that's going.
Dealing with a bunch of fucking religious fundamentalists. If you do anything that has nothing to do with their religion, it's suspicious. If you scratch your ass funny, it's suspicious to these kinds of people.
Why do you guys think I'm so weird all the time?
Knack stomps his foot.
I did a good job.
Knack, you're doing a great job.
You guys don't think
It's not you, it's everybody else, big
You
guy.
guys don't think I'm good
But
at
we
anything.
need to-
You think I'm just some weird thing
No.
in your group.
Knack, we don't.
Uh-oh.
But what we need right now is for you to not be here when she comes back, okay? Because if you're here when she comes back, I think you'll be in trouble.
Knack looks at the tree, and he puts a hand on it, and then he turns to all of you guys and nods, and then just comes over to the group.
Okay. Scarlett, we need to go. Brix, get over here.
Are you sure you don't want me to shoot her?
She's got the crossbow out.
Brix, please don't shoot her. Knack and Oswalt, find a way to disappear and get back to the Grand Plaza, okay?
What did Oswalt do?
Already on it. Well, Oswald's kind of away, away from the group a little bit, like leaning up against a wall, people watching, pretending, and he kind of hears that and just nods. And I would say after that,
He disappears into the shadows.
yeah, well, he doesn't disappear into the shadows, but he starts making his way to a public area in the Grand Plaza and makes a note to what's the name of the god that this town's all freaky for again?
Havaste?
Havaste.
I would say at one point because he's looking around at little shops. I'm assuming he's going to see this, but grabs a little book of literature or something on Havaste. I guess like I would describe it as a pocket Bible, and
Probably.
puts it in his pocket, and assuming that
Steals
he
it?
pays for it. He pays for it, but I'm assuming Knack is going to
My
come
bit.
with them. But he's wants to find public seating in the general area that they're supposed to be, and then he's going to sit there and take the book out and not necessarily read it, but he's gonna
fake read it where he just opens it to a page. He's like,
gonna look like
oh!
look like because he's got that big hat on, right? He's got the big fucking hat on, so he's got it down. But he's also just in general keeping an eye out for anything that he should be concerned about, and possibly anybody looking for Knack. Because I don't know if Knack's sitting with him or if he's just walking around in the general area. But that's what Oswald's doing.
Okay.
Knack should wild shape
Fair
into
enough.
like a squirrel or something.
Maybe. Honestly.
A desert squirrel.
I do think it's funny that when all this shit happened, when we finally made our way to this town, Art was like, Oswalt, please, for the love of fucking God, don't make this go south. And he's got a sense of self-preservation.
Oswald's been doing great, man. Oswald's been doing great.
I'm confident.
You know,
I'm confident
I
in
know
both
you've
my
got
diplomacy
feelings about.
and sense motive roles that we are just misunderstanding the situation, and that this is just another weird Jeph.
I'm sure we
character
are.
That is not actually going to get the guards, and just really genuinely needed to do a thing.
Also, just be aware, so it's not a surprise for the group. If anybody starts questioning Oswald, he has a fake identity and shit that he's going to use. Because I don't think
I love this.
I don't think people would appreciate the last name Gravefinger.
Well, first of all, he picked that. He could just
First of all, that's
he
not
could
a
just
real
go by
fucking
Oswalt
name.
Higgins, and I'm sure nobody would bat an eye.
No, he's gonna go with a fake ID.
Please tell me he's gonna go with fucking Mutton Scruggs.
No.
Please tell me he's gonna go by Mutton Scruggs.
That's an actual book.
Well-
People will be like,
You are a
Yeah,
pagan.
but first of all, he
Yeah.
doesn't know that it's like a
No.
whole thing.
No,
He
I-
knows it's one book.
Well, no, that's not what he's going with, and I'm not changing it. I have an idea that I've had for a few sessions now. If he gets questioned,
I
that's
hate
what I'm,
this.
Yeah, that's fine.
I hate you.
That's fine.
I love
Do
this. I
people?
love this.
Do they really just arrest
Okay.
travelers here who have different religion?
If you're going to question further, I don't. From Art's point of view, no, I don't think that you're like super suspicious. I don't think that it's necessarily grounds to be arrested. It may be grounds to be questioned by the police, and we've already planted the tree.
Well, the thing is that we are about to commit a fucking crime. This really was not the way to start it.
It's
That
more
is the
that
problem.
like we are alerting people to the fact that we're about to commit a fucking crime.
Yes,
That's the
like
thing
the
that's
thing is
got
that
Art,
now
like,
we are just like,
fucked
oh,
up.
they're gonna be looking for us, and we're going to be actively committing a crime. So now they're already like suspicious. Like
Yeah,
that is the problem.
it's more that we're about to commit a crime, and less that specifically Knack has done something like
no one was
weird.
doing anything. Scarlett was the one who had the best in, and she was like, I'm not doing anything about
Kellan,
this.
Kellan,
Y'all didn't.
Kellan,
Y'all
I
didn't even
support you.
actually ask him. Like, so you didn't want to, but instead of actually trying to convince him, you went in there and scared the shit out of this
got a
woman.
20
So
on my
I am not
diplomacy
taking
roll. I
responsibility.
didn't scare the shit
Yeah,
out of anybody.
Kellan, I as a player love this. Art is just very concerned. I want to make it clear that I love that you went in and like actually did something, because we were at a full fucking standstill, and like thank God. But like Art is very concerned
Knack is
right now.
crossing his arms, and he's confident that he did a good job, and everyone else is
All right.
crazy.
Then Art will clap Knack on the shoulder, seeing that he is staying put, and say, all right, just if they come and question you, don't mention the rest of us, all right? Just
And don't mention
stick
your
to
fucking druid order.
Well, no. Stick to your story with the druid order. That it's not a lie, it's true. So stick to that, but don't mention that you're traveling with more people, because then they'll come looking for us.
Gods.
I don't think you've done anything wrong.
Knack feels a little warmth in his heart, and he says, "Thank you, Art. Go on, get out of here."
And know that sometimes people here are unreasonable. And if they are, that's not your fault. Okay. Let's go.
Knack and Oswalt are headed to the plaza to just kind of keep an eye on everything.
No, I
yes?
think Oswalt is headed to the plaza, and Knack is standing next to his fucking tree.
Knack is standing his
That
ground.
was the read I
He's
got from
confident
it.
He didn't do anything wrong. And she just
All
she
right,
just really
well,
did have to
Brix
go
is prepared to break Knack out of jail in the future, so...
Yeah.
Knack's not going to jail.
Oh, dear.
Knack's fine.
Look at Jeff's face. You're wrong.
What did she roll
I'm not
against
giving
fucking
any-
20
Listen,
diplomacy?
Knack-
Indication.
Knack is going with
Don't
his
worry
gut,
about it.
and his gut is that he told her the thing, and that she didn't respond poorly. That is literally what the rules say. So we are not metagaming. Fucking Knack is standing his ground. I support this decision.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but just so I know where everybody is. Knack is
Guess I
hanging
don't
out
need
with the
to. It's
tree.
already planted. Knack panicked and planted the tree. He shouldn't have.
Well, we had
Okay.
because the rest of the group was like, you literally at this moment have to plant this tree.
It's planted, whatever. I guess I'm not going to stand my ground here. There's no reason to anymore. The tree is there. Knack was going to stay there
Well,
because he was
so
convinced that
there-
she really was just going to do a thing and was going to come back.
Oh,
There are also two outcomes to this if they do come question you, which is likely, I guess, what's happening. But like, if they come question you and you're there and you actually can like diffuse the situation because you haven't you planted a tree. Like, you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know that you understand that these people are zealots. Maybe I'm a little more worried than I should be, but religious people are not really that
Knack has no
rational in my
experience with
own
people.
personal
No,
experience.
but what are you really gonna put a dude in prison for planting a fucking tree is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, you can call him weird, you can be like, hey,
maybe.
leave our city. You can like say a bunch of things. You're not like unless Knack is like failing diplomacy roles left, right, and center, I just don't see him being literally put in prison for the only crime we have here is planting a tree.
To be fair,
It could diffuse the situation.
The logic that
it could diffuse the idea of guards like needing to be on alert. That's all I'm saying. Because if he disappears, the guards will be on alert.
Yeah. So your logic with the not metagaming and stuff and Knack's reasoning for staying, it all makes sense to me. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, it's not that it doesn't. I just don't think. I don't think that they're gonna be nice to him if
they're not gonna be nice.
And
to him.
I don't think he should leave. I'm just saying that it's very possible that some bad shit will happen.
Yeah.
Because when people want you to be in trouble, they'll find a way to make you be in trouble.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
I also have message, and if he gets sent to prison, I'm pretty sure prison is gonna be somewhere on the cathedral grounds. True or false, Jeph? I would know this.
It's definitely nearby.
Cool. So I would be within message range. I will be able to check in on him. So Art is saying all of this knowing that, like, if we can't find Knack, we're doing a prison break. And that's fine.
So yeah, in my opinion, I do think actually Knack should probably stay there. I think it makes sense.
Okay.
I think it character-wise makes sense. If that's what you want to play. If you don't want to
Knack
sit back
is
and
going
do that.
to stand his ground because he's confident that he's not done anything wrong, and he's going to diffuse the situation with honesty and kindness. And he's confident that if he does that, as naive as it is, he's confident that if he is just honest about it, that people will be reasonable. He's not had any experience with people like this.
Yeah. No, and Art is like probably literally praying under his breath that is the case.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave one of my ravens here.
Yeah,
to
keep
see
an eye
what
on things.
happens.
That's a good idea. We are fully in 3 now, splitting the party. So I do support having ways to reach out to each other.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave one of my ravens in the.
Luckily, even though the party is splitting, at least I know Oswalt is probably doing the least possible. Like, I don't think he's going to get in trouble sitting there reading a book that people will be like, yeah.
Nice.
The boss is
Nice.
pretty good.
Sorry.
Oh, man, I love God.
Hey,
Yeah.
Okay.
No, exactly.
nice
Crosses
book.
his arms and stays right where he is and waits patiently.
Just in case, maybe it will help diffuse the situation. Before Art leaves, he's going to leave Knack. So I know you have like emblems of the life god. Art has a similar, from when he was like a paladin fucking 15 years ago, he has a similar holy symbol of Havasde.
So
And he is going to give it to you. And it is a holy symbol from the church, and it should be recognizable as such.
gives you his life god trinkets and asks,
Can you hold on to these?
Oh. Yes.
Just in case you're all right. And I get patted down. If they find these, I might be in trouble.
Yes. And I don't know if it'll help, but maybe it will.
Knack puts the symbol in his glove.
Okay.
Let's go before they show up.
Okay.
Are we going?
Art doesn't want to be caught.
Are we doing a big teleport?
We're going.
Big teleport.
A real big teleport.
So according to our plan, we were going to go up through the cleric side cloisters, because that's probably where the spare robes and stuff are.
Mhm.
Yes. but
Roll a
you're
couple disguise.
Starting on the opposite
We are
side.
starting on the, but it's not like a big opposite side. It's like literally the other side of the church room. Like, it's not like a crazy opposite side. It's like 5 minutes out of the way.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah. Like,
You're not wrong.
You just gotta say it
What?
like that, huh? You just gotta say it like that. Like we're all fucked up over here, but we're doing
I'm
great.
not saying it like anything. I'm literally confirming that
Wait.
you're not wrong.
I have a thing that
What's
I
up?
can do to make this seem less suspicious. I can shrink that tree to the size of a sapling using diminished plants. And then it's
Oh,
just
beautiful.
a normal tree. And we could possibly still travel
Yeah.
through it. I'm not sure if that would be violent.
No. As long as it's a living tree, we can travel through it.
Yeah, because we're like popping out inside of the
Just
church in like a tiny
do
little
it
plant.
after
Yeah,
we're
okay,
gone, so it's
okay.
more comfortable.
So after you guys,
Yeah, we're not like-
leave,
what?
Knack looks around for anybody nearby.
Yeah.
Does he see anybody walking around? Does he see a moment where he?
No, not really. People have started to kind of converge
Knack
upon the
points a finger
plaza.
at the big tree, and it goes down to a small tree, and it's just a little
Dope.
tiny miniature sapling.
Where
A small tree the size of a large tree.
I needed Brix to tell me where we're going.
She's
I need to know
pointed
where
it
we're
out on the
here.
map.
She
Yeah.
did. She did.
Okay, so
Yeah.
We're
It's on
in the
the-
room
the-
that had the plant in it that Brix saw.
dope. So, all right.
Mhm.
Put the cat on my shoulder, and I grab Art, and I go through the thing.
Yeah.
And then we appear through a tiny plant.
A tiny,
Okay.
barely kept alive houseplant. Little succulent.
Yeah. Yes.
A little tiny succulent. So real quick, I just want to set up the environment where Oswalt is before we move on to infiltration quest. Okay, so as described before, there's now a little wooden stage built in the center of the Grand Plaza, in addition to all the like little stalls and such. On said stage, there's a collection of figures who are all wearing like hooded robes. You can assume that one of these is probably the High Cleric. And also, in addition to the food stalls and stuff, there's now a bunch of games
Ooh, games.
that you can play if you so
Hot
choose.
damn.
There's simple little things, such as a ring toss and a game of chance wherein you reach blindly into a basket, hoping to pull out a golden apple to win. Yay! So there you go. There's all sorts of fun things happening all around Oswalt as he sits on a little bench and quote unquote reads his pocket Bible. There's children running around trying to get prizes. You know, real obnoxious shit.
So carny stuff, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. As you guys warp through the house plant, can I get a tumble from everybody?
Yes.
It's an 8
Like total?
Okay.
total.
Oh, Art.
I don't have any of it either.
Listen, my dex isn't terrible. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's
I
nothing,
rolled
so it's a 14. I don't
I
have
got a 29.
poorly.
Okay, so
Cats always land on their
It's
feet.
true.
yeah, Brix is totally fine. Brix like hops out of the plant as if nothing strange was happening at all, like jumping from one space to another, like nothing. Makes absolutely no sound as she reaches the stone floor of the cathedral. Scarlet kind of tumbles out a little less gracefully. Still doesn't make a whole lot of noise, but seeing as, you know, this is something that Scarlet does semi-frequently, is pretty much fine. Like, the only thing that trips Scarlet up is the fact that
They're dragging people with them.
went from solid ground to falling off a table. That's pretty much it.
Don't fuck with me already, Jeph.
Art like trips and stumbles right the fuck out of the plant and lands face first on the floor. May I also please get anybody to roll a reflex save?
Ooh, I've got good
To
reflex.
catch him?
Wait, but only one person?
Whoever rolls it first.
I will let somebody else roll that.
Is it to catch him?
I got a 30.
No. All right. So, Art falls out of the plant and lands face first on the fucking ground. In doing so, he also bumps one of the other ceramic pots for the other plants. So the pot starts teetering towards the edge of the table and nearly falls and crashes. But Brix catches it safely, and it lands quietly on her little beans.
My nat 20 was wasted.
Brix looks at Art and gives him a disapproving
I'll grab Art instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I put my reflex save towards grabbing Art?
Okay,
Yeah.
so between Brix and Scarlet, you now have not made any noise upon entering, despite Art falling over and bumping a plant.
We're on high alert. You can tell.
Oh
Thank
boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the end of another episode of Stumble Quest. The theme is Struttin from Louie, Zong, and all of their music is provided by Kevin McLeod of Incompetech.com. This is a bi-weekly podcast, so we'll have a new episode for you on all of our platforms in 2 weeks. If you want to check us out on Twitter, we are at StumbleQuest, and if you are looking for a wonderful place full of wonderful people to come hang out in on the internet, may I recommend our Discord. Link is in the description. If you want to learn more about the show, the people who make it, and the world it takes place in, check out our website at StumbleQuest.com. And if you happen to check out our website, may I recommend clicking on the Level Up Dice link we have on there. Those folks sell some really fancy dice, and you got a fancy vibe about you. Please leave us a review. It helps out a lot, and share us with your friends if you think they'll like the show. Well, it's finally happening. We're starting to commit a crime. And it's starting off poorly. And if you said you expected otherwise, I don't believe you. Anyway, we'll see you in 2 weeks, where things will continue to move nice and smooth. Haha, okay, bye-bye.